today I will be presenting to you my persuasive speech.
Hi, my name's Brock Strack, and I'm here to watch a learn speech.
How many of you have been dropped off somewhere that you have never been, only to be cold, scared, and alone, not knowing what is going to happen to you next? You more than likely have seen a bumper sticker a time or two that says adopt, don't shop. And this quote is directed towards the fact that more people and shelters would benefit if more people would not buy from breeders and buy from shelters. I can personally relate to this because I am what they call a foster parent fail. I have fostered lots of animals when I was younger, and one animal in particular, my dog now that I have, was my last foster fail. I had brought her home over the week, and she never ever made it back. I remember that my animal control officer gave me so much crap about the fact that I had to keep her. So after volunteering from a lot of my high school and middle school years, I got a job at the Nebraska Humane Society, and there I had a lot of good opportunities. I worked with the cats, and what I did, I was clean their kennels, and I'd feed them and give them all of their medicine that they need. And after working there for about 4 or so months, I got the offer that they needed someone to work in the euthanasia department, and I figured, well, someone has to do it, so it might as well be me. And although no amount of money should really have made anyone want to do that. So I saw a lot of animals go in and out of the shelter through my time working there, and I saw a lot of animals be euthanized and cremated. And the cats primarily would get so overcrowded that they would have to just start euthanizing them. And they primarily euthanized cats who were strays, ferals, whose owners claimed that they had accidents and just other little reasons like that. According to the ASPCA, approximately 6.5 million dogs and cats are taken to the Humane Society each year nationwide, 3.3 million being dogs and 3.2 million being cats. Adopting animals, because although there are a lot of cute puppies that are more than likely guaranteed to get purchased regardless, there will always be dogs and cats in shelters who risk the fate of being euthanized if not adopted in a certain amount of time. According to the ASPCA, each year, approximately 1.5 million animals are euthanized each year, 670,000 of those being dogs and 860,000 being cats. One way that buying a dog from a breeder is very negatively impacting is because more than likely you're supporting a puppy mill. There are 10,000 puppy mills in the United States today, according to puppymillprojects.org, and that's not counting the ones that are going unknown about. When buying animals from breeders, it's important that you go and you check out the property that they are breeding the animals from. A lot of times, breeders will have a lot of different dogs that they're trying to sell you, and that's one indication that it's a puppy mill. Another indication is when the owner doesn't want to take you around to see the area that the puppy's been raised or show you their mom and dad. According to Dogster.com, 34% of dogs are bought from breeders, 23% from shelters. The other 26% are strays found outside or given to by a family member because the other family member can't take care of it anymore. There are lots of ways that you can help today, and you can do that by giving an animal a home. You can also do this by word of mouth and letting everyone know how important it is to adopt rather than shop. You can go to your local animal shelter and you can adopt your next pet instead of even thinking about buying one from a breeder. In order to find a dog, the Nebraska Humane Society gives awesome ways to help ensure that the animal that you are adopting is the right animal for you. So there's no need to worry that you might be picking out the wrong animal. They will allow you to be alone with the dog, get to know him, and even take them in the play yard. You can introduce your new dog to other members of your family or even your dog. This plan will work because you will keep animals out of shelters and shorten the euthanasia rates. This plan will help people choose adoption over buying animals from breeders. The APPA reports that 34% of dogs are purchased from breeders, while 23% of dogs and 31% of cats are obtained from an animal shelter or humane society. That is a lot of animals that are not being adopted, and that's something that we need to work together to change. I know that not everybody can do this, and not everyone can go and adopt an animal and save a life. Some may not have the resources or the room for them. I want to call a plan of action that we can spread the word of mouth that volunteering is so important, along with adoption and donations. Some ways that we can help is by if we can't adopt, we can volunteer. A lot of ways the Nebraska Humane Society offers for volunteers is they allow you to come and play with the animals. You can walk the animals, take them out to play, and you can even foster them too. You have to sign up and you have to live a certain amount of miles. I think it's 20 miles radius before you can foster animals there. If you don't have time for those things, you can always donate money. And if you don't have the money, you can donate resources. A lot of resources that the Nebraska Humane Society really likes is blankets, pillows, toys, ropes, and they also really appreciate it when you bring toilet paper rolls that they can fill with peanut butter for the dogs to play so they can interact. They also take Folger coffee cans for the wild bats that they have to catch and to leave the wildlife in. I have brought with me today supplies and resources for you guys to be able to find out what animals are available near you. I have applied an email address that is where you can go to contact the Nebraska Humane Society about any available animals that they have. And I also have the list of available dogs and cats that I have supplied for you today, where you can go and pick out which you would best be suited for you. Today, I'm giving you the option to make an impact on an animal's life. You can do this by going to the Humane Society and talking with someone directly. And I even have a friend here with me today that is able to talk, and a dog that they have brought in that you can see and that is available for adoption. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you being here today.